Knock, knock. Who's there? Start the show.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. I am Greg, and I am being joined by the Jonathan Davis to my Fred Durst, and that's Flex. What's up,
that's
big
cute,
fella?
but I really want to be Fred.
Oh, you can be Fred. He looks like a total molester nowadays.
Pass. Okay. Next
have you
guy.
seen, like, yeah, have you seen Fred recently?
No, I haven't. I just assumed he still wears
yeah.
a red hat and a white t-shirt.
I don't think he's allowed outside with that one, but yeah, he looks so like molesty uncle nowadays.
Huh.
Yeah, it's not a good look. I think it's on purpose too. I don't, whatever.
Maybe I'll have to Google it. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? Not a TRL throwback show. So we'll move
a rap
on.
rock 90s show.
Yeah. Like we said, thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. Find us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic and of course at FlexMeABeer _ in between. We got a lot to get to today. First of all, shout out to Pennington, New Jersey.
Heck yeah, New Jersey.
Yeah. Coming back around. Thanks for being our top listening city once again. I don't know what's going on in Pennington, but they're constantly at the top of our charts.
I don't know. I like it. Especially with all the shit we talk about, their legalities and...
Yeah, their horrible liquor laws and beer laws and all that shit.
Horrible. Although they did loosen them up. I remember that. So now they can host events and football games.
Yeah, now they can have trivia and not get like fined for it or whatever. Like,
because
can you imagine, like, hey, what's the cause of the fine? Oh, we had trivia too many nights this year.
You'd think that'd be a joke.
Yeah, we played the radio last night and we've been fined.
Well, you're not supposed to do that.
Right. Fucking A.
Unreal.
So, anyways, hey, Pennington. And by the way, I was looking at the charts when I was finding our top listening city, and Finland coming back around. So shout out Finland. Little special shout out to them.
International CBR.
I know. We really need to gas up the jet, McDreamy's jet or boat, whatever he's got these days, and head on over to the Finland area. All right. Before I get into what beer I'm drinking, I wanted to say one thing. The election was last week. Yeah. The election was last week. If you listen to this when it drops, I think we all know we do a pretty good job of not talking about politics on the show, other than when we made fun of the idiots who shot their Bud Light cans. And I think those of you that know me probably know where my politics sit, if you know me outside the show. And I just want everybody to know that I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed in everyone that did not write in Greg and Flex for the 2024 ballot.
Did not see that coming.
I purposely didn't warn Flex. I just wanted to see his face. But fuck all y'all. We were a fucking shoe-in. All you had to do was write us in, and you couldn't even show up to write in Flex and Greg 2024.
What a shame.
So now we're stuck with what we're stuck with. So way to go, everybody.
Hey, cheers to 28, man.
Yeah. Now I got to make new shirts. But I'll get 4 years out of the wear. I guess it'll be like a little bit more worth it.
I like it.
Yeah. So time for some new shirts for 28. Oh, Jesus. All right. So now that everyone thought I was going to get real political, let's drink some beer over here.
You know, I really miss this song. When we don't record, I really miss it.
Oh, yeah. You should just have it as like a ringtone or something.
Yeah, because people have ringtones nowadays.
Yeah, I haven't had a ringtone in a decade. My phone's just... In fact, if my phone ever falls off as silent, it's like, what the fuck is that noise?
Oh, yeah, I'm like, I must have dropped it and the button must have clicked.
Yeah, something. Every now and then my wife hits her button when she like puts it on the charger because she has to take her case off. And like all of a sudden you hear like a bring and like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's my phone.
Phones make noises?
Yeah. How old are you? Anyways, I am drinking. I'll tell you the story behind this in a second, but I am drinking Four Legs Brewing Just Haze, baby. I don't love the can art because it invokes some Raider Nation.
Raidery.
Yeah. So fuck the can art. But this It is my favorite Untapped listing to read. It doesn't give me the ABV. It doesn't give me the IBUs. It's got a 3.9 and no fucking description. So that was nice and quick.
Yeah, that's real cool.
Yeah, the can tells me that it's got 6.6%, and there's a government warning about drinking while pregnant, and that is about all I have to go off of.
Which I hope you're not pregnant. But did you know your sister is having a baby?
Really? Is this out of wedlock?
Oh, she got married too.
Fuck, where was I?
Crazy.
Anyways, on the old schnauzer, real light, not a lot of fragrance coming off of this thing. Maybe like some citrus notes. That's what shines through on the nose. Let me stick in the old tongue jobber.
Stick it, baby.
All right. Citrus. I'm going to say heavily on the grapefruit side of the citrus.
Yeah, say it.
There's some bitter pithiness that you get from that grapefruit.
Okay.
But my favorite part of this beer, the best characteristic it has, is the fucking mouthfeel. This thing is so pillowy soft. You know, sometimes you go to those breweries that are very small, or maybe you've never heard of them, and you get a hazy in quotes, and like, yeah, it looks hazy. You go to drink and it's like, this is like harsh, like they use really hard water or something.
Yeah.
You don't get that softness that a hazy is really meant to have. This is not the case. This is the mouthfeel that I want in every fucking hazy I drink.
It's like
it is so
ballet dancing in your mouth.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's like the perfect metaphor.
It really is. I don't want that fucking tap dancing in my mouth. This is some light ballerinas galloping across my tongue with notes of grapefruit and orange. It might be a little bit of peach in there as well. This is just so easy to drink. It's got a nice bitter back end, which is more like a fruity, pithy bitter than a hop bitter.
Jeez, man, you better slow down. This is not a boner show.
Oh, you need a break for some napkins over there. This is really good. So I had to bring some home. So backtrack, went on a little trip up north, had to do some family things with the wife. And there is a brewery in Brentwood, California. And for those from Southern California who have never heard of the real Brentwood, California, I was on that list until had to go meet my wife's family too. Brentwood, California is up north. The one everyone knows about, like where O.J. Simpson lived. Not really a city, just in a neighborhood. That's down south next to UCLA and all that stuff. Anyway, so we were up in Brentwood, the NorCal one, and we've been to Four Legs Brewing before the last time we were all up there and enjoyed what they had then. In fact, I think I brought some back, had it on the show. Walked in, had a flight, had this Just Haze baby in my flight. I was like, holy shit, we're bringing back 4-packs. We brought back 3 4-packs in total.
Hell yeah.
Because we enjoyed our flight so much. We had this. I had a West Coast IPA. They're dog themed, 4 legs. And instead of 49ers, it was called K-Niners, but it had like the 49er logo. And we all know I'm a sucker for 49ers.
That's badass.
Stuff. Yeah, and dog stuff. And then they had a really good Pog. They call it a sour. They should call it a tart. A Pog, we'll call it a tart ale. And it was delicious. And the wife was all horny for that one. So we brought that one home too.
Good for you.
Yeah. You know, when you're out visiting family, you got to get your beverage in. Otherwise, oof, long days.
I heard that.
Yeah. So we got some beverage in, and it is kind of funny. The in-laws very friendly. Hey, where do you want to go? You want to go check out your brewery? They know I'm into beer and
yeah, they know you're an alcoholic, right?
Exactly. Well, the funny thing is they don't drink at all. 0 drinks. But they're the stepdad type figure is very happy to drive it. Hey, you want to go get your beer? Let's go get your beer. But he didn't really know how it works.
Your beer.
Yeah. He kept saying, let's go to your brewery. I'm like, I wish, man. I fucking wish. He's like, let's go to your brewery. Let's get your beer. So we all roll up to the brewery after some other stuff. And he goes, all right, should we wait here? I'm like, oh, am I just buying cans of stuff I've never had before? Like, what's the plan? So I just look at my wife. I'm like, save me. And she goes, oh, you guys don't want to go in? And he's like, I don't know. You're just buying beer and leaving. I was like, well, it's not like a grocery store. Like, you know. They don't know.
No,
it's fair.
Right. They're older
like,
folk, not into the scene. Right. Yeah, I get it. It's just really funny.
Yeah. And I knew we had dinner reservations. I was like, oh, are we in a rush? Oh, no, we have an hour and a half or whatever it was. I was like, any chance we could just go in for like 20 minutes, get one flight, just see what we like? Oh, sure. So we did it. So that was fine. But
did they at least have food or anything that they could nosh on?
They had a food truck, but we were sort of in between our last thing and then going to dinner.
Okay.
So we ended up not eating there. But they did have a burger truck, looked pretty good. Maybe we'll get to try it sometime. But yeah, so had all these beers, delicious. Smuggled back some 4-packs in the old luggage, as I'm apt to do. And here we are, drinking a hazy with a garbage Raider logo on it. I think it's funny, NorCal still putting the Raider logos on things. It's like, hey, didn't they leave your ass?
Well, come on. Maybe they got some fans there. Maybe they got some fans there.
They do. I don't get it. If I lived in Oakland, I wouldn't be a Raider fan anymore. Just like the Raiders left me when I was born. The Raiders were in LA.
Right.
And when I was like 5-ish, they left LA, went back to Oakland. And you know what I said? Fuck you, Raiders. Because when I was a little kid, I liked the Raiders.
I probably would do the same thing.
I don't know how they have any fans at this point. And most of them are criminals anyways.
Most of the Raiders or most of the fans?
Yes.
Okay. Trick question.
Yeah. So now that people want to kick my ass, we'll stop talking about the Raiders.
That's, just convicts and criminals.
Dan's a big Raider fan.
Okay.
That tells you
Dan's a cool guy.
I know, I'm joking.
Ads fan.
He's a cool guy. Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't understand that, but
me neither. Him and his fish fry Fridays and Admiral games. I wonder if he's been out there this season yet. I should ask him. I told him, I was like, if you go out there, you got to hit up Flex.
Well, I was going to say, he better not have been out here because I haven't gotten a notification.
Yeah. Nobody enters Milwaukee without letting Flex know.
I'd love to hang out with Dan.
Yeah. Hanging out with Dan is always a good time. Remember a few weeks ago, we were talking about jelly. I think this was with Erica.
Was that when I had the jelly beer?
Yeah, we were talking about like grape jellies, especially as a kid, was like the only jelly that you and I ate.
Right.
And we didn't know it existed till we met other people. And
like
all
other
that stuff.
jelly existed?
Yeah,
yes.
Strawberry. Right. We'd never had strawberry.
Yes.
Yeah, and Erica thought we were crazy because, especially me, because it's like, well, it's California. How do you not have strawberry jelly? A few days after that episode aired, a box appeared in the mail. It was an Amazon delivery. I'm out of town for work. The wife texts me, your Amazon delivery's here. It's got my name on it. I said, I didn't order anything. She goes, well, it's got your name on it. I even checked the app. I was like, fuck, I must have ordered something. I forgot about it. Nope, I did not order anything. And I said, well, I don't know what it is. She goes, well, can I open it for you? Sure, go right ahead. Hope it's not a dildo. So she opens it. And she kept telling me how heavy it was. So I was really hoping it was a dildo.
What the first thing that crossed your mind?
Right, every time. So she opens it. It's a package, or it's a jar inside this normally a large box because it's Amazon.
Classic.
It's a jar of sugar-free grape jelly.
Yeah, the skinny girl stuff, right?
Skinny girl stuff. And I immediately started going through who, A, listens to the show, B, knows my address, and C, knows that I don't really eat sugar. Like all three of these things need to come together. So my immediate thought was, well, Flex knows all these things, but Flex is notoriously not a sender of things.
Well, no, not of beer shipping.
Right. So, I mean, no shade, but you hate shipping beer and all that stuff. So I was like, probably
do not enjoy it.
Yeah. I was like, probably wasn't Flex, but I asked you anyways, just in case.
Yes. I did not send the jelly.
Yeah. And then I thought, well, maybe it was Erica because Erica was on the show. Was not Erica. I took it.
Did you find out yet?
So I took it to Instagram and I said, was this you? Like on the stories, yes or no? And I got one yes hit from Enegren Brewing. And I thought, oh, what the fuck? And I know who runs their gram. It's John, or at least it used to be. So I assume it's still John. And so I reposted like Enegren sent me the jelly, blah, blah, blah. And then he responded, nope, sorry, it wasn't me. Accidentally hit the wrong button.
Jeez.
So the mystery continued for a while until I received a text message that said, hey, do you like the jelly?
What a strange text message.
Well, I'm glad I didn't say KY in front of it.
My guess would be hi, Vanessa.
Okay, that was Shannon's guess.
That was my first guess.
Yeah, Shannon went, well, Vanessa has your number or your address and, listens to the show all the time, so knows probably that you're sugar-free and this and that. By the way, hi, Vanessa. And I thought, I don't know. It doesn't seem Vanessa-y to me. I said, if anything, maybe it was her husband making fun of me with the Skinny Girl brand. Like, that would make sense. But the text message came from, drum roll, please, Scott.
No. Well, I hope you said, thank you, Scott.
You know what? I did. I'm going to say it again.
Thank you, Scott. You're the hero that we waited for, Scott. We won't ever forget, Scott.
Now, I hope this is jelly he uses every day.
I doubt it. I don't think he'd go sugar free, but maybe. I don't know. I didn't ask him, actually.
Maybe he's trying to be a skinny girl.
I mean, who isn't?
Right?
Yeah. Who isn't? So thanks for the fucking jelly.
So weird.
Oh, so weird. What a conundrum. I mean, the wife's just like, what did you order? I was like, I don't know. Just open it. I don't know.
Have you ever received just like a random Amazon package?
I mean, I have now. Yeah.
It happened to us a couple times, like during the height of the pandemic. And
this happened to Coley.
We received like random packages with our address, but not our name. And we'd open it. One time it was like salt and pepper shakers. And I can't remember what the other item was the next time, but we're just like, what the fuck we were checking our Amazon accounts, like trying to figure out, did we accidentally add this to our cart and buy salt and pepper shakers that don't match anything in the kit? But, and no. And then my wife started looking it up and it just said that it had been happening and that if you get the package, just keep it.
Yeah. It's like some sort of scam, right?
I don't know if it was a scam, but
where like if you returned it, then they got your information. I forget
that's
what
interesting.
I heard something because this sort of happened to Coley where she got like a hairdryer from Amazon. Was like, I didn't order a fucking hairdryer. Like, what is this? And then looked it up and found out there's some scam going around. And this was in the height of COVID.
Yeah, okay, then that's probably the same thing.
The one thing we did get one time, we had lived here, we'll say 6 months ish. Long enough to where we shouldn't be getting old people's mail.
Right.
And I got a box. I didn't look at it. I just opened it. And it was something like face cream or some sort of like lotion-y thing. And I was like, oh, this must be for you. Sure, what is it? Well, it's lotion. Obviously, I'm not ordering lotion. She goes, I didn't order any lotion. So like, what the hell? So looked at it. And then I realized like wrong name, right address, wrong name. And it was the person who used to live here. And first of all, fuck the person who used to live here. It took us years to get her mail to stop coming here. I think she was doing it as like some sort of scam, or she wanted people to think she still lived in this area or something. We'd get voter registration for her. And so just every time we'd write, does not live here, put it back in the mailbox. So this time we contacted Amazon and said, hey, we got this package. It's not ours, whatever. And they go, oh, okay, well, here's a sticker. Just print it out, put it on the box, put it outside. We'll come pick it up.
Huh.
Fine. No problem. So we did that. And then like 3 days later, I guess she got my wife's number from the neighbor. It was like, hi, this is bitch face that used to live there. Did you get my Amazon package?
Did you get my face cream?
Right. Got your face cream right here. And the wife says, yeah, we shipped it back. Then she starts getting pissed. Why would you do that? Like, we could have just started using it. I mean,
right.
We contacted Amazon and they said to send it back. So we did. Why would you ship it to our house? Dumb fuck.
Yeah. What are they going to do? Try and sneak by and just hope it's on your stoop?
Yeah. So I took the phone from the wife and started texting in her place because I was tired of it.
Good for you.
But anyways. Yeah. But hey, you know what? Not a face cream show.
Not a face cream show.
That's all for me. What about you? What's going on over there?
Had an awesome day today. You know?
Yeah.
Just why,
like Ice Cube style.
Yeah,
like today was a good day.
It was. I don't know. I would even say wonderful.
Oh,
I haven't had a flex day in a while. My year has been busy. Sick kids and vacations and just errands. So today I got to spend the entire day all by myself, taking care of a bunch of shit around the house, and I was able to go have a nice lunch with my friends, and Tom. He should be a new listener to the show. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Tom's a pilot.
And clearly not a murderer.
And he's not a murderer. Like, actually, the nicest guy I've ever met in my life.
Oh.
The epitome of a Midwestern guy. And
is he too nice where he might murder you?
No, he's too nice to where today I said, Tom, if I were to punch you in the face, you would apologize to me that you're sorry your face got in the way of my fist.
He must be Canadian.
He's just an amazing human being. But so, Tom's big into craft beer, and he has for a while. And being a pilot, he gets to experience a lot more breweries than anybody else would.
Sure.
So today we were having a nice little conversation, and he said something about being out in California, and he had Pliny the Elder. And I said, oh yeah, I still haven't had that yet. And he said, oh, the next time I go out to California, I'll just bring you a bottle back. I said, what? He said, yeah. He's like, there's pilots that have a group, like a closed Facebook group. Apparently pilots really love beer. And he said,
so glad to hear
right. I guess
Autopilot.
Pilots are exempt from bringing liquids onto aircrafts.
Oh, sure. You can bring whatever you want.
So he said these guys
tell them no, you can't fly.
Right. He said these guys will bring extra suitcases to work on their flights, go to where they're at, spend the night, wake up the next day, buy a suitcase worth of beer.
I love it.
And then fly it back home. Like that's
amazing.
Pilots are allegedly the top tier beer mule in the world.
Fuck, I need to know more pilots then.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I said, Tom, every time you fly somewhere, I'm just going to start having to give you like $100.
Right.
Just get me beer from wherever you are. But yeah, how great does that sound?
That sounds amazing. Does he fly? I mean, like commercial pilot, right?
Yeah, Southwest.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. Does that mean he flies into Burbank?
I don't know.
You gotta ask him.
I don't know. I'll find out.
I gotta meet up. I don't want to steal your friend. Maybe we can have a little like menage thing going. But
no, that's fine. He's basically like probably my uncle or cousin or something.
Oh, okay. Menage a uncle then.
Yeah, there you go. That works.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I meet him before I meet you? It's like,
no, I mean,
what's closest you ever been to Flex? Well, his pilot friend.
But I mean, he's a pilot, so he can go wherever he wants, whenever he wants, basically.
True. He should stow you in some luggage and bring you out here.
I don't know if there's luggage big enough.
Hell.
Got him.
Can't carry that on.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's, it's just fun talking, like meeting new people, and just hearing fun stories like that. Because the fact that there's a whole Facebook group he's on, he was telling me he's an admin for it. So there'll be people saying like, hey, hit up this place if you're ever here, or go here, and just all this information super highway going on.
I would love to see, like, you don't even need to let me like comment on things. I just want to see it all going back and forth and all that stuff. Like that must be so fun to watch.
Oh yeah. I couldn't even imagine.
Just like, hey, I'm going to be in Albuquerque. Who wants, fucking Albuquerque brewery today or whatever. I don't know what they have out there, but that's pretty cool.
I don't know. I've had some New Mexico beer before. It's me.
I don't know that I have.
I think Marble Brewing, I think is
that sounds
the big
familiar.
One. I had their Belgian white and it was trash. Like all Belgian whites.
Delicious. Yeah, I was gonna say the bar is not set.
But so my buddy Roger, who runs Craft Beer Gangstas on Instagram, he lives in New Mexico. He's from New Mexico, and he said that beer I had is a joke beer amongst the craft beer scene in New Mexico, and everybody calls that beer hot dog water.
And why is it the joke beer?
Because it tastes like shit.
Oh, okay.
And it
just
tastes
make
like
it to see who buys
hot
it.
dog water. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only drank it. I had a friend, his wife went out to Arizona for something. She said, oh, hey, you want me to bring you some beer back? And he said, oh yeah, what a nice thing for you to do. And he just tossed me the one shittiest one. So
super nice.
Cheers, bud.
Yeah. Joke's on you.
But I'm sure there's some much better beer in New Mexico.
There's gotta be at least one.
I would hope so.
Yeah. At the very least, they've brought in beer from somewhere else and just drank it in New Mexico.
Or just relabeled it.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Not Murderer Tom for not murdering you and for being a fucking badass pilot.
Yeah, badass, dude.
Yeah. Shannon's, what would you call him? God brother? Is that a thing?
I don't think so.
Godparent's son?
No, that's not a thing.
Yeah, whatever he is to her. He's a pilot, and I guess back in his single days, he was pulling it in, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, apparently just saying you're a pilot really goes a long way.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Could only imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty cool thing being a pilot.
Dude,
Like,
that was when I was a kid. That's what I wanted to do. I was like, I want to be a pilot.
Like a FBI agent or something like that. You know, it's
I
like,
want to be a firefighter and an astronaut and a pilot.
I wanted to be a garbage truck driver, man, when I was a kid.
Oh, that's funny. That's what my nephew wants to do. But he's 2.
Like every week for garbage day when we were kids, like my parents would call us that the garbage truck was pulling up to the street.
Here it comes.
So we could look out the window, because we always were fascinated by the guys standing on the back of the truck.
Oh, we never had that.
Oh,
here.
you never had that?
No, so
Man.
you had the cool garbage trucks.
Yeah, the cool. And then we got a little bit older, and me and my older brother watched the movie Men at Work with Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez, when they're brothers that are garbage men.
Never saw it, but okay.
Oh my gosh. Culture yourself. So that just made us want to be garbage men even more, because we were brothers.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry you guys couldn't live out your dream.
I can't believe you've never seen that movie.
Dude, I went to film school. I am the worst film school student ever. Everyone's like, hey, I haven't even seen Godfather.
I haven't either.
Okay, good. Well, then I love you.
But that's
Everyone
mostly
gives me so much shit.
so not a movie show. But a lot of those movies, classics that people talk about, Godfather and what's that one with Al Pacino and he's the Coke guy? Scarface? Never seen it.
Yeah. Right ass.
You know, people like the Wolf of Wall Street when it came out a couple of years ago. Never seen it.
I did see that one. That was actually pretty good.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That was supposed to be a really good one with Brad Pitt.
Never saw
it. You know, so just anything that's good or classics that people have said are good. I like funny, you know.
Same. You know what my problem is? I have enough like real life problems. I don't need to watch problems. I want to laugh.
I want to laugh. Right.
Yeah, I want it to be fun, or I'll watch a Marvel movie. And look, I know not all Marvel movies are great. Some are pretty trash.
Yep.
Especially if you're a real Marvel fan.
Oh yeah.
Good news. I'm not. So to me, they're all fun. They're just fun.
I go in with open arms, you know?
Yeah.
Like just
I don't know the comics. Yeah. I don't know the comics. I don't know any of the stories outside of Disney purchasing Marvel. So to me, it's just fun and shit blows up and people fight. Like, it's fun. I don't get mad at it. Now I do get mad at Michael Bay and his bullshit Ninja Turtle movies, but it's just fun. I want to laugh. I want to have fun. I want to see shit blow up. I don't want real problems in my movies and shows. I don't want dramas. Life is a drama.
And I tell you what I don't want to do. I don't want to pay somebody to scare me.
No,
You know,
I can do that on my own.
Horror films, you know, the suspense films. People go to haunted houses during Halloween. Hard pass.
Yeah, I can tell you the last horror in quotes, like last scary movie I saw in theaters / on purpose was Sixth Sense. And that's because I was like 13 or 14.
Damn, that was like 97, 98?
I was like 12. I was somewhere between 12 and I was old enough to have a boner.
Man.
And a girl wanted to go. And I was like, all right, here we go. She'll fucking jump into my arms kind of thing, you know? It worked.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you jumped into hers.
No. I did the whole thing where like I was watching the screen, but I was doing my best like not to actually see what was happening. And then something would jump and then she'd like, and grab me. I'm like, oh, you're safe. Make out with me. Worked.
God.
Did not cut a hole in the popcorn though. I was a gentleman.
Those were the days.
Classy. Yeah.
You are classy.
But literally like the last scary movie I watched on purpose was The Sixth Sense.
Mine was the first Paranormal Activity. And that was the first date my wife and I went on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Luckily my wife, not a horror fan either.
My wife was. She doesn't do it anymore, but
good.
But yeah, boy, was I scared.
I saw the light. Yeah. I did date a girl for a while, and this was not scary to me. Who was so into what's the zombie show on
Walking
HBO?
Dead?
Yes, Walking Dead. Thank you. She was super into that, and like I watched a couple because you know I was trying to get laid, and boy was that like porno without the sex. The acting to me was just so. It was so like, here comes zombie. We should run now. It was like, oh my God, just take your clothes off. It was bad. I'm sure I'm going to get so much.
Brilliant way to describe something that's awful.
Porno without the sex. Yeah. That's what it was missing. So anyways, but not a sexless porno show.
I would say not.
Yeah. Not a sex-full porno show either. So well, let's move on and talk about some beers. Before we get to some news, let's find out what you're drinking over there.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
Need to roll that back up.
Well, today I am drinking, and I put a little thought into this as I picked it out. I don't think I've ever had Hoof Hearted Brewing before. They're out of New Haven, Connecticut, I believe, is what the.
It took me like 3 of their beers to realize what the name was.
Yeah. Let's see here. I just want to. Yes, North Haven, Connecticut, because I think that's the only city in Connecticut.
Yeah.
But
Bristol.
Oh yeah, look at that. They got 2. They got let's see here, a triple IPA. It is called Conky Dong 4-Up Evolution Aquatic Ape Theory. Quite a name. The can art is fun. I know you've had this double before. The Conky
I had
Dong.
regular Conky Dong not that long ago.
This one's cool. It's got the dongs in the water, and this dong he's got a mermaid tail. But
the can art for mine was almost exactly the same.
Yeah, some bananas in the water. It's fun.
Yeah. It is fun.
It is.
I got it for the can art. I'm not gonna lie.
So the can art, you see a big dong, conky dong on a can, and it's gonna draw.
Nothing like a big dong.
Right. So this is 9.5%. Like I said, it's a triple IPA brewed with Citra, Nectaron, Eldorado, and Mosaic hops. Price on this 4-pack was $17.99. So I thought that was pretty worth it. But here's what...
Yeah, especially at 9%.
Right. So here's what really drew me in, though. So clearly, they've done this beer before. Right. It has, on Untapped here, over 10,800 check-ins. That's a pretty good number of check-ins.
A lot of check-ins.
It's got a 4.3 collective rating. Pretty gnarly. Super gnarly rating. I have 2 friends that have had this, and the average of their ratings is a 3.9. So I thought, let's give this a try. Let's test it out. Let's see who's right. And the description here, real simple. We took Conky Dong, fattened him up a bit, and doubled the dry hop for a whopping 8.5 pounds of hops per barrel.
Jesus.
So it's a shit ton. On the old schnoz.
I heard they recently decided to add more hops.
Hops to it. On the schnoz, it is absurdly hoppy, just like you would expect. With 8.5
the way it should
pounds, right? I'd say maybe a little orange seeping out of that, but yeah, just super hopped up. Great color, great head on this, leaving some pretty decent lacing. Without further ado, we'll warm up the old tonguey jobby.
Ooh, tonguey jobby.
Okay, so just like you were talking about with your beer, that pillowy softness, it is exquisite on this. There's no bite. It is smooth. The carbonation is there, but it is very low. And that's what I thoroughly enjoy on these.
Yeah.
Real hoppy. It's like the hop flavor almost takes over, though. It's got that 4-hop combo, which I'm not a huge fan of, more than 2 hops in my IPA, because that's when the notes, in my opinion, start getting lost, and everything kind of mixes together. Let's see, take another dive real quick.
It's raining hops.
I'd say maybe a little bit orange juice coming through here, but man, just a lot of hops in there. I feel like this one's going to be lingering in the morning, like after you smoked a cigar, and You wake up and you got that
coats the
coats,
tongue.
yep, everything. You got that film all over there. But I mean, all in all, super solid beer. Would drink again. I'd say the price per ABV, super solid, 9.5%. But I think I would go on my Untapped Friends rating on the 3.9 than the 4.3. Because if I drink something that's a 4.3, it's going to knock my socks off.
Yeah.
Like that's one of those beers you take that first sip and you just go, holy shit, you know, which doesn't happen often, but
right. Where has this been all my life?
Right. So super solid beer, way too high of a rating in my opinion, but I'll take it.
You know, what's funny when we talk about ratings, like when you really think about it, 3.9 and 4.3, not that far away from each other.
No, they're not.
Not even a half a point.
But when you look at a 4.3 out of, like you say, you double it, right? Do a scale out of 10. That's like
86.
Yeah. So you got an 8.5 compared to a 3.9, which is just over 7.5. I mean, you're looking at a whole
what I find really
difference.
Funny. And here's the thing. I'm totally with you. Like I see a 4.3. I'm like, this better be the best fucking beer you've ever had at 4.3.
Right.
But when you really think about it, less than a half a point away than the 3.9. And if you do it like, you know, A, B, C, D, F, like school grades, it's only an 86. It's just a solid B, not even a B plus. We are so harsh on how we grade beers. That's the moral of the story.
You're not wrong. And I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah.
Does that make us snobs? Is that what makes us snobs?
Maybe, because like, honestly, it's probably a 92 out of 100 kind of thing. Like a A minus.
Okay.
The way you describe it sounds A minus, but on Untapped, 3.9 motherfuckers.
It failed us.
Right. And it's not just us. I feel like we're pretty generous with our Untapped ratings.
I would say
compared
so.
to other people.
Some people are like, there's no in between, right? It's either great or it's shitty.
People will, right, exactly. People will go like, oh, I hate stouts, 1 or 0, whatever. It's like, then don't fucking rate it, dick face. Like, what are you doing? If you don't like it, don't rate it.
Right. You're just
or at least rate
the credit of that beer for the people that like the style.
Does it match? And that's one thing I'm pretty good at. Is like, if I don't like the beer, then it doesn't meet the style guidelines. Because I don't like Belgian beers really, but does this Hefeweizen taste how it should? Yeah, absolutely. Knocked out of the park. If someone actually likes this banana garbage, that's probably a 4.5.
I used to really like banana garbage.
See, me too. In fact, before it was the Craft Beer Republic, when it was the other show, I think it was the second year, maybe it was the third, but I think it was the second year. It was our New Year episode. So we came back in January and I had just come back from San Diego. I don't know why I just thought of this. And I brought back a hef from Mission Brewing, and I proclaimed that hefs are making a comeback. And I'm pretty sure that's the last hef I ever drank.
And I could tell you for certain the hefs did not make a comeback.
No. That was like 2017. Yeah.
You
sorry,
hopeless
everybody.
child.
Yeah, first couple of years, maybe I was a noob. Who knows?
It's okay.
It's finding my way.
So we're talking about how we're snobby, right? I'll tell a little story now about how I'm not snobby. You know, I like a little give and take in my life.
Sure.
So it was shutting down the store 2 Sundays ago. And I went to return one of our carts or baskets or something, make it all look nice for the next day. And I look at the beer stacks behind the checkout counter. There's some random beers, and then a case of, you guessed it, Greg.
High Life.
Light.
Oh,
Miller
High Life Light.
is back, baby.
You texted me. You were so excited. You texted me a picture of this shit.
It is back.
I've yet to have it or see it.
So you bet your ass I grabbed the 12-pack right from work, took it home. I don't even think I let a can cool down because it was outside refrigeration. I just fucking went home. I just cracked can. And let me tell you, it was wonderful.
Oh,
it tasted so good. And more importantly, I sent you a picture of this. The
Yes.
lacing
Was
on
oh
that.
my God.
It looked like what you'd think a craft beer would leave.
Yeah. What you would think like a hazy should leave.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
gorgeous.
It was phenomenal. The drinking of it was phenomenal. The flavor was phenomenal. I hope that I don't know what's going on with it now, but it is wonderful.
I hope
High
it's
Life
not a
Light is
local
back,
thing.
baby. It's back.
I hope it's not just a local thing, because if it is, I'm gonna need Not Murderer Tom to smuggle a 12er back to me.
So I actually told him about it today too, because I was
Hey Tom, when are you flying to Burbank
so
next?
excited about the return.
I would love to see in his Facebook group. He's like, everyone's like, oh, I got Planet of the Younger, hey, whatever. And he's like, well, I got a 12er of Miller High Life Light. Who wants it?
Hell yeah.
Tom, I want it. I fucking want it.
Get all the High Life Light you can.
I'm gonna go to like Total Wine or something and see if I can find it, because I've never seen it in person. I've only seen it from you.
Yeah, I wonder if it is local. I don't know.
There's only one way to find out. Field trip, everybody.
Yeah. Get it.
Any of the local local listeners around my hood, let me know if you've ever seen it in a store, because
You get High
might
Life
have a
though,
shit-
right? Like regular.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
High Life is the shit beer I drink.
I'm just making sure that gets out.
Yeah,
there. That's all.
Oh yeah, that definitely gets out here. So yeah, let me know if we'll have to have like a shit beer episode. I've been threatening this for years. We need to have a shit beer episode.
Now that this is back, I will do it next week. I'll do
Back,
it the week
baby.
after. I'll do it 2 weeks in a row. I don't care. We'll just talk about
and this week
how
again.
delicious this beer tastes that you wouldn't think should taste so delicious, and it does.
Especially as a light beer. I'm so intrigued. It's a light beer, and you know me, carbs. I don't eat them. I only drink them. If I could find a tasty lower carb beer,
Yeah, and
I don't care who makes it.
They got like the nutrition label on the cans or the box now, and it's like 107 calories per can, something like that.
170?
No, 107.
Oh, so I was like, that feels high
Yeah,
for a
no,
light.
no.
Yeah, 107 is more in the ballpark there. Because I think Michelob Ultra is like 96 calories and 5 carbs, something like that.
Right.
But it also tastes like fucking hot dog
Yeah,
water.
it's not great. Yeah, it's not.
Oh, it's garbage. I think I've told this on the show. Went to a wedding that promised nothing but craft beer, and I killed both craft beer Sixtels. kegs.
No.
Yeah. And then I was left with Mick Ultra.
Ugh.
Oh, I was like, I'm not drinking, everybody.
Yeah, that I do not enjoy.
Yeah. Then I had to crawl back to the room. So I was
Coors Light I don't enjoy.
No.
Bud Light I don't enjoy.
No.
Miller Light I don't even enjoy.
I did in college. That was, and when I was in
I'm
college,
saying now. I'm saying like
yeah, I drink the Miller
now.
Light. No, I don't drink any of the lights. I can't fucking stand them. So I'm excited to try the Banquet Light or the High Life Light. Excuse me.
Yeah, get it right. Show some respect.
Right.
Put some respect on that name.
What a dick.
Oh man.
So sorry.
So yeah, just a little proof that I'm not as snobby as maybe I come off.
Some of the brewers I respect the most drink some of the shittiest beer like High Life and Banquet and stuff.
Well, right. But I think it was Nick Bordelin
Mm-hmm.
who had
Formerly
said, he said that those big beer companies, though, those brewers, being able to brew that beer as
Consistency,
much as
yeah.
they do every day and to have that consistent flavor is something in itself. So
Yeah, he learned under someone who had previously worked for Budweiser. So
right, I remember
he really learned
I
that
remember
that QC process.
Right. So yeah, whether it's craft or big, at least it's an art that you're doing essentially.
Just needs to be tasty.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, little news before we get out of here. Lord Hobo. Man, Lord Hobo was like so big for 5 minutes. I haven't seen them in the area in quite some time.
Is that what is it? Is that like is it a brewery?
Yeah, Lord Hobo Brewing. Boom Sauce. You've seen Boom Sauce or had Boom Sauce, right?
Have I?
I don't know. I definitely have. And they're out of Massachusetts or Maine or something.
I've never done either.
Oh, I'm surprised.
I've never seen it, nor have I had it.
Oh man, they're closer to you. They're out of fucking Massachusetts, Boston. Not really out of Boston. So Lord Hobo, who was like hot for a few minutes with Boom Sauce and a few others, they are merging with Lone Pine Brewing.
Well, because they don't want to be alone anymore. Got him.
Oh, does it go to Twin Pine Brewing? Back to the Future, anybody?
No, you lost me.
Twin Pine Mall knocks down the tree when he goes back, becomes Lone Pine Mall. All right, I'll take this off air. The company's declined to share financial terms of the transaction, which is expected to close in Q4, pending regulatory approval. However, Woburn, Massachusetts-based, Lord Hobo, and Portland, Maine-based Lone Pine said the merger centers on a strategy of creating a platform for the breweries to invest in brand building, quality, and innovation in their home states. They're going to operate separately, but, act as one, basically.
Weird.
Yeah, this one affects potentially our homie Zach a little bit. Revolution Brewing, to close their original Chicago brew pub.
I heard about that.
Yeah, after 15 years, they're closed. They're keeping their other spaces open and trying to move some staff around. Whoever is willing to move, I think, gets to keep their job, type of thing. But yeah, some sad news. They've had that place for 15 years. It was like one of the OG craft breweries in Chicago,
right?
And now they're closing. They never really recovered after COVID. So too bad.
Yeah, it's always terrible to hear.
Yeah. Interesting one. This went up, literally an hour or so before we started recording the show. Lawless Brewing out here in my hood in North Hollywood, California. They've been on the show, had the brewer and the owner on. Go back and listen to it. They have put out a note that basically, I can read the whole thing, but the short of it is they are running out of capital and they're not looking to crowdfund because that's kind of bullshit. They are looking for investors to help them over this financial hump, and that they feel that once they get over this financial hump they're in, they would be able to turn a profit and so on and so forth. Interestingly enough, they also brewed the Beer Babes collab beer recently.
Oh, no
and that
kidding.
is supposed to be out. Yeah, that's supposed to be out at the end of the month, end of November. So anyways, if anybody wants to invest in a brewery, Lawless Brewing in North Hollywood, they've been on the show. Their beer is delicious. Josh, the brewer, knows what he's doing. I like Josh a lot. Go check him out. Go support. Ibiza Brewing gives Alvin Kamara free beer for life.
I saw this like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, New Orleans Ibiza Brewing Company is giving Saints running back Alvin Kamara a little something extra for his love of the Crescent City, a lifetime supply of beer. Kamara, who signed a 2-year, $24.5 million extension with the NFL franchise, expressed his love for New Orleans on Twitter, which led to the craft brewery to make their offer. His response: "Do you need my address? How we do this?"
Yep.
The first delivery dropped on his doorstep earlier this week, with the player thanking Ibiza for dropping off my lifetime ID. Can't wait to fill my cooler up. Love forever. We are in the wrong business.
I don't know what we need to do, but we can't become professional football players.
But we got to figure something else out.
Because he's got it. Not only does he have millions of dollars,
right,
but now he doesn't have to spend a single one of them dollars on beer.
Right. How much money would we save if we didn't have to spend our money on beer?
Oh,
all the things we could buy.
It's just exponential.
Yeah.
My brain is just numbers just keep
right.
Oh, so
clink,
much
clink,
money.
clink. It's like a slot machine.
Right.
Here's where we're going to end it. Molson Coors to cease operations at 10th Street and Leinenkugel's Chippewa Falls Brewery.
That's crazy. Came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that Chippewa Falls is where they originally are from. So that's about 3.5 hours northwest of me.
Okay.
Real nice, little tiny brewery, little tap room. 157 years.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
And they, because Molson Coors owns it, they didn't give family word of anything.
Mm-hmm.
No employees knew of anything. They just
a bit of a surprise.
It was a bombshell.
Yeah.
The fact that they're just consolidating the production, though. So Leinenkugel's beer will be a thing.
Yes, exactly.
But the fact that they're shutting down history it's kind of wild.
Sad.
It is sad.
Especially a brewery that's been there so long. And thanks to Davis. Shout out to Davis, listener Davis, who sent this over to me the other day. He's your Midwest buddy that backs you up on all your Midwest claims.
Love me some Davis.
Yeah. Brian Erdhart, EVP and Chief Supply Chain Officer, shared the news in a note to the company's distributor partners Wednesday afternoon, noting that production from 2 Wisconsin facilities will transfer to Molson Coors Brewery in Milwaukee. So I guess technically it'll be closer to you. We made the decision to close 10th Street in Milwaukee in light of the sale of the 10th and Blake breweries, as production at the facility included 19.2 ounce cans of those brands, he wrote, referring to the sale to Tilray as they acquired a bunch of stuff. In the case of Leinenkugel's, this move follows the gradual shift of production of Leine's brands from Chippewa Falls to Milwaukee as the portfolio has grown over the years. Milwaukee already produces more than 75% of total Leinenkugel volume.
Yes, I mean, I guess
produce 100.
Yeah, business wise, it makes sense, but you know, it's still sad. Sad day in Wisconsin.
Yeah, you'd think they'd want to keep it around as, you know, sort of a, you know, historic and
right, like a keepsake,
whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, a lot of breweries could get rid of their original location and probably be more profitable, but it's like a museum type of thing. I don't know.
Right, and there's telling you, when you're driving through that area, there's nothing else to stop at. You know, so now
get yourself a Leinie.
The tiny little town of Chippewa Falls, it's just gonna have the falls. That's it.
Yep. Nothing else.
No,
just
nothing to see here. It's just the falls.
Nothing to see here. Move along. Yeah, that's too bad. So you got a little bit of time left. So if you're in the hood, go have one last Leinie at Leinie.
Boom.
R.I.P.
Too soon.
Let's end it there. Let's hit some music. Let's get out of here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all that stuff. Find us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, at FlexMeABeer _ in between. 805-538-BEER 2337 is the number. Mail at craftbeerrepublic.com. I think that's just about everything. Hope everyone out there is staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.